What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alya if you are new here. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be transforming myself into my alter ego. Now this should be fun because my alter ego is very edgy and she would be hella tatted, which brings me to my next point. I decided it would be a great idea to purchase a ton of temporary tattoos and go ham. And by ham, I mean we are going all out. I'm talking full sleeve. There's gonna be a little chest piece going on. We might have one under the collarbone. We're gonna have one on the leg, one on the lower stomach. It's going to be crazy. If you guys have followed me for a while or you know me personally, then you know I have a really big tattoo on my back. It takes up like most of my back, so we're not gonna be putting anything on the back area because we don't wanna compete with that one. I also have this one here that's a little faded out. It is meant to be a double infinity that my best friend and I got years ago. So those are my two real tattoos. And of course, this video would not be complete without a makeup transformation as well. So we are doing the whole 9 yards. I have kind of like a casual outfit on right now, but it's kind of like small because you need to be able to see like all the tattoo placement, and I don't really want to like put on a bikini and get demonetized. So I will also then put on a more like badass version of an outfit that I would wear if this was me in real life. So without further ado, let's get on into it. Gonna put on my trusty cat ear headband to keep all of the hair out of the face. Let's just bring this light down a little bit, shall we? Alright, okay, I'm blind. So first off, we're going to prime the face with the same primer I use every time. I will link all of the products down below for you if you are interested. But I want to really kind of like rush through this makeup a little bit so that we can get to the fun stuff. I guess eyes is fun too, eye makeup. Oh, by the way, I am wearing colored contacts if you didn't notice. These are the shade Ochre from the brand Lens.me, and I'll link those down below too, but my bad alter ego would have lighter eyes, so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna go in now with my NYX BB cream in the shade 02 Natural. This is kind of just like a good go-to that I like to use when I have tanned, and I did just self-tan for the first time in like 2 months just for this video because I thought, hey, we want to be tan with the tattoos, not pasty. Nothing wrong with being pasty. I've just been pasty for way too long and I'm over it. And I will say it is nice to have some color again. I feel like I just look better with a little bit of a tan. I will not be putting any tattoos on my face because I've been told these can last up to like 3 weeks. It's probably a bad time for me to do it as I am going to a birthday party tomorrow and I'm going to literally scare the piss out of everyone in Dublin because most of the time, girls, especially in Dublin, do not have tattoos. Then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Sand, and we're just going to pop that under the eyes. Oh, Lord have mercy, this is light. Well, we are definitely going to be nice and bright under the eyes. We don't have to worry about that. I have had these tattoos sitting in my closet for literally months, and I kept making excuses. I was like, I don't want to do it until I'm in better shape. Not that I'm in bad shape, but I just haven't been going to the gym. And I was like, I want to be tan. I want this, I want that. And I was like, you know what? I just need to freaking do it before the year's over. So that's what we're doing, clearly. Then I'm gonna go in and set my face with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Powder, and this is in the shade 2 Medium. So I think this time it will actually be okay. It won't be too dark. And this just gives a really nice like finishing filter to your skin. And I'm gonna go in with an old technique where I snatch the cheekbones with a tiny brush first. I've still found that this is the best way to get them really defined. Now I'm gonna further bronze up my face with my Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Faux Tan. This is like one of my favorite ones ever. It's just really, really good. You definitely want a light hand with this, and you don't want to use too much product because as you can see, it is very pigmented. Following that up, I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals blush in the shade Golden Gate, and it is just kind of like a deep mauvey pink, but it goes really well with this bronzer and just adds like a nice subtle pop of color that looks natural. Finishing up the complexion, I'm going in with my Becca highlight in the shade Moonstone. This is just a really nice highlight. It's really finely milled, so there is not a lot of big chunky glitter going on in there. and I think I'm gonna go in with an eyebrow pomade. I haven't done that in a while, but I feel like that kind of completes the whole baddie vibe when you have like those super snatched brows, so that's what we're gonna do. And this is just my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I believe this is in the shade Dark Brown. Now I'm just gonna finish off my brows with a brow gel just to get those hairs staying in place. Moving on to eyes, this is gonna be the fun part. I think I'm gonna do something like a little on the smoky side, like not super crazy, but like smoky black brown. So let's see how it goes. I'm just going to be using my Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm going to go in with the lightest color here called Charmer, and just apply that all over the lid as a base. This color is not really gonna matter because the colors I'm doing are kind of gonna take over the whole eye area here. Then with a fluffier blending brush, I'm going to go into the shade right here called Jet Setter, and it's more of a neutral taupey shade. And I'm just gonna buff that all into the crease area. Next, I'm going to dive into the shade right here called Rebel, and it's kind of like a warmer brown tone. And I'm gonna start blending that into the crease as well as onto the eyelid. Then I'm going to go in with a more dense, precise, fluffy brush. That's not really the right term, but I'm going to dive into the darker shade here called Leader. And I'm going to try to really just pack that more along the lash line and the outer V. Now I'm just going to buff that in with the first blending brush and make sure there are no harsh lines happening. And I'm going to just be going in with a brush like this, and I'm going to take that same darker shade, and then I'm just going to pack it right up against my lash line. Then I'm going to be taking a angled brush like this one, which is quite a bit more defined, and further darkening up that lash line, because what we're going to be doing is making this kind of our eyeliner. Then I'm going to be going in with an even darker shade, and that is this color here called Activist. It's more like a cool tone brown in between brown and black. And I'm just going over that shade that I already used. And I really want it to be like smudged out. I don't want the lines to be super harsh. Now with whatever's left over on that brush, plus taking in a little bit of that lighter shade, I'm gonna go in and define out my inner corner. So it's gonna end up looking something like this, and then I'm going to go in and just do a little bit on the under part of my eye, just to really kind of smoke that up. I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara off camera. I'm going to be using my Lash Stiletto by Maybelline. This is my favorite mascara of all time, so definitely recommend you pick it up if you want false lash extension effect. Okay, so eyes are officially done. I was thinking I was going to go in and do like a red lip, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be like too over the top with all of the tattoos. So the other option I have is like a nude color, which I might do. So I'm just going in right now with a nude lip pencil. Just doing that over the Cupid's bow and the bottom of my lip, because that's going to make it look a little fuller. And then I'm going in with like a kind of taupey color. Then I'm going to go in with a matte lipstick, and this is by Urban Decay, and this is the shade Safe Word. And it looks like this. It's a bit of like a mauve-y nude. But I think it's gonna work really well with this eye look. Okay, well, she did not come to play. Might do a pop of a lighter color just in the middle. Now I'm going to set my face and we can move on to the fun part, the tattoos. Getting all dolled up on a Friday night to do absolutely nothing. That is what my life has now officially come to. So I think the first tattoo I'm going to use is going to be this one here. And I think I'm going to put it like right here. Now the instructions were in French, so I had to Google Translate it, so that was a bit scary. But I think they're kind of all the same, so you just like apply it and then you hold a wet cloth over for 30 seconds. Now the worst part about this is I am left-handed and I'm using my right hand to do this, which was poor judgment on my part, but I wanted the sleeve to be on the left arm because this is my good side, and in pictures this is the side that I like to show. Hey, look at that. Not bad, kids. Not freaking bad. I think next I'm gonna go in with this long one here. Okay, let's see how she's looking. This is actually turning out better than I thought, and very easy, may I say. Okay, so the sleeve is officially finished. It's been like an hour, but it's looking pretty cool, not gonna lie. I'm kind of digging it. I'll do like more close-ups once everything's like all done, like a full body vid, and obviously pictures, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead because if I do too much more, it's gonna look a little insane. So we're gonna move on to the next tattoo. I think I'm gonna do this little rose and I'm gonna put it like down here. So I don't wanna get demonetized, so I'm gonna do it off camera, but I might have to put on a swimsuit for the end of this video after all, just so you can see that one. So the next one I'm gonna do is this really big one, and I'm gonna put it right here. So pray for me. I should have done this in high school and just scared the shit out of all my classmates and my parents. Would have been real funny. Now everyone just kind of expects this from me, you know? Oh, that's what's up. It's pretty cool. Okay, the next one I'm gonna do is this big one, and it's gonna be a chest piece. So I think I'm gonna do this one off camera. Again, don't wanna get demonetized. Okay, so this is the final result of that last one. It's pretty cool. It's a little shinier than the others, but that might be because it's not from the same company, so we'll just see how it dries down. It's still kind of drying, and I put some cream on it to mattify it like they said. So now that the tattoos are done, we need the final part, and that is the outfit.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? We won't stop, got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me. I can see.
Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I think it came out pretty badass, if I don't say so myself. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard for you to see some of these, like this one. It goes up kind of high, and then you can't even see the flower at all, no matter what I wear. It's just like too low. I did add on one more tattoo when the camera was off. It's just like Arabic writing. I honestly don't know what it says, but it's really pretty. Comment below if you know what it says, and hopefully it's not something stupid. But yeah, overall, I think these turned out like super cool. So that is it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up on your way out if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching.